This is Sister Girl from Sisterhood Book Club, and today I'm bringing you a review, my very first review, called Confessions by Sasha Campbel, and she's a new author on the scene. All right, front to back, $14. All right, here we go. For almost 10 years, radio talk show host Nikki Truth has shared life's ups and downs with her husband Donovan, while doing out in your face relationship advice to her listeners. But lately it seems the good times in her own relationship, including the sex, are few and far between. Then she meets Keon Monroe, whose sizzling touch is too tempting to resist. But not everyone is under Keon's spell. Nikki's best friend, Trinetta Montgomery, can't deny Keon is hot, but she never trusts a man who seems too good to be true. And she should know, married to a successful CFO who travels a lot, Trinetta likes to indulge in all of life's pleasures, including the fine men of St. Louis. But when her game goes too far, Trinetta stands to lose everything. In this book here, I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. And my favorite character is Nikki in this book. And Nikki, she's very conservative. She's a wife that's holding it down while her husband is over in Iraq actually fighting the war. Okay, and his name is Donovan. And she's a radio talk show host also. And they own a bookstore, so she's very busy. As the story goes on, for some strange reason, the way they was communicating with the letters, Donovan was not getting Nikki letters, and Nikki wasn't getting Donovan letters. But when they finally did talk, they talked about them losing their kid, their baby got killed. And they talked about it, and they said, well, they're going to reconcile, and they're going to try to put their marriage back on track. In the meantime, Nikki was dealing with Keon. Keon knew that she was married. Keon, he was Satan from hell. Once Donovan came back, Donovan didn't know anything about Keon. Nikki had kept that on a hush hush. So what happened was Keon wouldn't let Nikki go. So he made Nikki like pure hell. So that was an very interesting, I should say. I'm sorry, interesting story. Now, Trinetta, Nikki was a lady, but Trinetta was a tramp. And I say she's a tramp because she slept with all the men, any man she could, in St. Louis. But she was married. She was very well-educated young lady. She was a social worker. And but it was all about her. She was a very selfish woman, very selfish. They called her Netta. That's what I'm going to call her. They call her Netta in the story, so I'm going to call her Netta. Netta married a man named Leon, and he's a CFO, successful CFO, who travels a lot. He got a promotion, so he had to leave. And she had agreed to get she's up for a promotion. And she told him once she got her promotion, she was going to head on back and be a wife to him and transfer where he was. But like I said, it was all about her, so she didn't keep her promise. So Leon got tired of the lies and the deceits and stuff. And Trinetta had always kept a secret from him. And the secret was her mother was a crackhead. Her mother neglected her when she was a child, and her uncle molested her. So that finally came out, and it was a lot, relief from Netta. Netta finally told her husband what was going on. They was going to finally reconcile. But one day a mistress letter came in the mail addressed to Leon, and Leon confronted Netta about it. And she admits she had been sticking with these men, and everything just blew up. But then turn around, somebody was after her because she did so many people wrong in the story. She didn't know who it was, so she had to find out who it was. So make a long story short, all the time that I was, all the time I was reading it, it was a suspense, I should say. It was very suspensive because you didn't know what was coming next. It was drama, lies, deceit. It was just, oh my goodness, it was all bundled in one. So that really made the book very, very interesting. So I gave it, like I said, 4 out of 5 stars. And I highly recommend this book. Again, this is Confessions, and by Sasha Campbell. And you can find this book anywhere books are sold. And it's an autographed copy, as you can tell. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if you subscribe to my channel and you leave a comment, I'm going to put your name in a drawing. And whoever I pick, you can be the winner, okay? I will come back and I will announce the winner. So come back often. And my next book is The Applicant's Portrayal. This is the next book that I'm going to read. This book here, I went to Barnes & Noble and she was having a signing, a book signing, and I brought it. I support all the authors. So it looks like it's going to be a good book. All right, so if you want to read the next book between now and the time that I may come back, you can. You can join me in the reading, or you can wait for my review and then go get the book. All right, thank you so much. And I'll be back really soon with another review. Bye-bye.